The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome. This is big. To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Wednesday afternoon, the 5th of February 2025. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Thanks, Pugs.
Now we're talking.
Good stuff. G'day, Mogey, you stallion. How's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog. You are one of the sickest sons of bees that I've ever met.
True, man.
Hands down. I come in here today, you're wearing your black T-shirt, you got your short shorts on, and you got your little jandeezes on, your little jandals there, and you are looking as cute as a button, let me say that, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciated, Mogey. I could never sort of hold a torch to your stallion looks, but I appreciate it, man.
Giddy
now,
up.
Keezie's been at the pub for 3 hours.
Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of messages on our chat going, let's hurry this along, fellas? It's a beautiful day out there, and let's get this done. Keyzie?
Well, I just figure, why bother going till 7, right? 3 hours. We could just go
Yes.
till 6, but really cram in the quality.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
I like
Sure.
it.
Concentrate the quality to 2 hours rather than 3.
Yeah.
Just for today, just as an experiment. What do you reckon?
I'm down with it.
Sounds good. Hey, as always, we love to hear from you on 3483. So what is your plan for Waitangi Day? What are you doing? What are you up to and all that jazz?
Well, this is an interesting experiment, right? Because we are working on Friday, of course,
Yes.
because we're backbones. But I'm interested to know just how many people did take off the Friday.
Le Pont.
Because our boss is like, no one's taking that day off.
You can't
know?
have that day off.
No, you can't have the day off.
Le
mate.
Pont.
Everyone's working hard. How many people actually did take it off?
And interesting, when we got in today, as we predicted, it's like a ghost town in here.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's buggered off. They won't be back till probably mid next week, I reckon.
I'd say so. It's hissing down at the pub, by the way.
Yeah, I bet
I
it
bet
is.
it is. Yeah.
Oh,
But hey,
yes.
you guys are doing God's work.
Thanks, man.
All right?
Kia kaha, Mogey.
Yeah, Mogey. Yeah,
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Nirvana there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Fellas, you know my wife.
Yes.
You don't know her super well, but you know who she is. and what
Well,
she
I'd
looks like.
recognise her on the street.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
I
yeah.
know her pretty
I
well.
wouldn't say hello, but I'd know it was her.
You wouldn't? She'd probably say hello to you.
Yeah.
So she has recently discovered a passion, and it's
Awesome.
yeah, which is great, right?
Yeah.
You know, you want to be in support of like anything your partner's into. If they're passionate about it, you want to fizz them up for it. You know, get in behind them.
So what?
So
Excuse me?
However, the thing that she is fizzed up about is just a bit random, as far as I'm concerned.
Sure.
I'm open-minded.
So she's 30, good looking, she's trendy, she's pretty cool. Her new passion is plane spotting.
Plane spotting.
So like, if
Look, there's a plane.
look, there's a plane, I wonder where that's going. Oh wow, that's an A320. That's probably coming from Sydney. Oh, we'll double check. Oh no, not Sydney, it's from Melbourne. Oh, wow.
Loser chat.
Wow, that's how some might phrase it.
Well, that's how
Personally,
you phrase it in the break.
hang on.
Can I just say, big ups to your wife, because
reckon.
I think
Okay, Ali G, big ups to your wife.
because you're a bit of a sort of
Here we go. What?
mechanical dweeb. You love your bikes.
I do.
And
I
your
love mechanical
truckies and
stuff.
And
Yeah.
maybe she's just trying to connect with you, Keyzie. Oh, look at that! Something mechanical like a plane. Oh,
She's not.
that's a DXC 2580.
First of all, you're thinking of a DC, which was probably flying around a lot while you were a boy. No, she's just, and this is how far it's gone. The other day, she got steamed responsibly. The next morning, she woke up to a Facebook notification that said, "Congratulations, you've been accepted into the group Canterbury Plane Spotters."
Oh.
And she doesn't remember asking to join. Plane Spotters. Guess how many members are on that group? If you had to guess.
3,000.
33,000.
I think there's something about that plane spotters group. I think it's actually for swingers.
That's what I've heard.
I'm a member.
Same.
I mean,
Just in terms of weird hobbies, My wife has one too, Keyzie.
Oh, what's that?
My wife.
And this is a true story. Now, she had a very good friend who coincidentally was also our midwife.
Oh, yes.
And she was a real op shop lady. She loves her op shops.
Great band,
She's
to be
like
fair.
broken there.
But she's filled her house up, and it's a significantly large house
Yes.
with so much shit that she started buying stuff for our house because we were quite
Right.
good friends with her.
Wow.
And her thing was she loved duck plates. So, like ornamental plates with ducks on them. And she started buying those for us. We were like, oh, thanks, man. And we will hang that up. And we did start hanging them up. And then my wife
Yeah.
randomly started going, oh, look, I found this duck plate. And I was like, is that what we're
So
doing
she
now?
infected- she got
infected my wife
With that-
an absurd duck plate
And
hobby.
you've got a duck that lives in your lounge.
How did your duck feel about that?
Right at home, obviously. There's ducks everywhere.
Yeah, flattered. I've heard about duck plates. Apparently that's just another term for swinging.
Possibly.
Mogey, does your wife have any weird hobbies, man?
Just swinging.
3483 though. Weird hobbies that your mates are into,
Or that you're into.
or you're into, your partner, whatever it might
You
be.
let us know, would you, on the text machine?
3483.
Or give us a talk back on the iHeartRadio app. Or even call us. Actually, can you please call us on 0800 Hauraki?
That's right. Everyone that gets involved in the draw for a $50 9-day voucher.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. We're talking Keyzie's wife's weird hobbies.
No, we're just talking weird hobbies.
Oh,
I don't want
sorry.
her to feel bad about her
No,
hobby.
look, it's great. I'm all for it.
And just to recap what it is, she likes plane spotting. Not full-blown plane spotting, like go park up at the airport and watch planes land, but she loves to, when a plane's flying overhead, go, oh, that's an M3, whatever, and then guess where it's going to, where it's come from, and then we check the app, and then we go, oh, you were correct, it is from Melbourne.
So good, man.
Thanks, Jase.
Angus from Westport, how's life, you mad bastard?
Yeah, good, mate, good.
Yeah, what's your weird hobby?
I like picking other people's noses, bro.
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
a collection.
Oh, right, picking other people's noses, did you say?
Yeah, picking it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Eat it?
Yeah, well, no, I collect it.
Right. So do you have any notable people's bogeys on your collection, or what?
Oh, it's a small town, mate, so I've basically got everyone, actually.
Yeah, cool.
Right, everyone at Westport. Good stuff, mate.
Can you give that guy a $50 night and day?
Voucher?
Good stuff,
Definitely.
Angus.
Go down and get some antiseptic for your fingers there, you sicko.
Hey, man, but we can't yuck other people's yums, Minogue.
Who says?
Wait, you're right, actually. I don't know who says that.
Of course we can. Speaking of weird hobbies, I mean, I don't know if it qualifies as a weird hobby, but, you know, you love your trains, your
I
model
do.
trains, Mogey.
I do love my model trains, but I think for it to be weird, there has to be like nobody's really doing it. It's really niche, like Keyzie's missus.
Well, you
Well,
wear
hang on.
the weird conductor's hat and stuff.
Well, stop
But it's
saying
not.
do it.
It's not weird though, is it? Because it's unique to conductors. So it's a hat that conductors wear. So it's not weird. It's what they wear.
Jace, I feel like you're really having a go at people for having these hobbies. I'm all about acceptance.
Oh,
So-
look, I told you about my duck plates.
No, that's your
I'm-
wife's hobby.
I'm not one to judge, man.
That's your wife likes duck plates, which, by the way, for those just joining, are plates with little ducks painted on them. But Mogey, genuinely, you have your model train room.
I do.
So how much line are you running in there? Train line?
It's probably 3.5K now. And that's all in the size of just your normal sort of, well, it was my daughter's bedroom, but she's out on the couch now. We've got a fold-out couch in the lounge, so she's in there.
Fair enough.
And what I've done is, so I've got it in her bedroom, and then I've knocked a hole in the wall that separates our bedroom and her bedroom.
Sure.
So the train now has got a tunnel.
You
goes
love
through
tunnels,
the tunnel.
eh? Yeah.
I do. It goes through the tunnel and then into our room and sort of goes. So when you're lying in bed, when we're lying in bed, I can look up and it's got the train goes all the way around the top.
Yeah.
Of the eaves, I guess you call it, up there by the ceiling there, and then back out. So it sort of does the route right the way around the house. It takes it 7.5 minutes to do the full house there.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
See, that's cool.
So there's
Yeah,
a difference between weird and like the things that losers do and cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, for example, someone here on 3483, I buy and flip sports cards for profit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay.
That's weird, eh?
You were
That's
saying off
weird,
air,
eh?
Keyzie, that you've got back into collecting old penthouses.
like classic ones.
Yeah, and Playboys.
Yeah, well, there's just a massive market.
Why?
Jase.
Well,
I
there is at your house, yeah.
It is. I mean, you
There's
know.
a huge audience for it at your house.
Because it's one of those things that people probably just go online if they're that way inclined, but you like the physical collecting of the
That's
magazines.
right, because you're saying that it's
Okay, trade boy, what?
that you can't search your history. Like on the laptop, there's just so much, the search history gets clogged up. But if you've just got a suitcase full of penthouses underneath your bed,
Well, that's right. My laptop barely runs anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, funnily enough, someone came up to me the other day and said they saw you in a second hand shop going through the beaded curtain.
Is there a beaded curtain at a second-hand shop?
Well, a lot of them have those if you're going into, if they've got like porno mags, like your penthouses, your
At a
Playboys.
second-hand shop, really?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, man, I don't
Yeah.
know anything about it. Okay.
Well, what's the earliest one you've got?
I think I've got one from 1912.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
what was the theme in the centerfold of that one?
I was probably a bit later than that, actually. It was the theme was the Great Depression.
Couldn't afford clothes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Geez, I tell you what, that takes me back to the blue light discos when I was a young fella. Bit of Billy Idol there, fellas.
Just a little bit of pocket money, a little bit of packet of chips here, a little can of Coca-Cola for a little Hoyte J.
Bit of a pash in the corner in the dark area.
Absolutely covered in zits. And so was Hoyte J.
Yeah, I was actually. It was a shocker.
Where do you reckon Rebel Yell by Billy Idol came in the GOAT countdown last year?
478.
478?
778.
778.
526.
798.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 798. I think it should be higher than that, Rebel Yell.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, not bad, Mogey, man.
That's pretty good from old Mogey.
Mogey, man. Don't forget, the voting is now open for the GOAT this year. We will be searching for the greatest song of all time. If you'd like to vote, text the word GOAT to 3483. You get 3 votes this year rather than the one.
GOAT.
That's the one, Mogey. Mogey, man. And you'll immediately be sent the voting form to your phone. Of course, it's all brought to you by themeatbox.co.nz.
Keyzie's Meatbox.
It's not Keyzie's Meatbox.
Pork mince aplenty.
Guys, it's delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide.
Yeah, great stuff.
I just don't want people to accidentally go to keysiesmeatbox.co.nz because that's a completely different website.
No, they'll just get nipple action, wouldn't they?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
Google Keyzie's meat box.
who are you? Are you saying that to the listeners or to Siri or what?
No, to the listeners.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Fellas, good news. Jase asked for an extension on his performance.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if you've just joined us, this is a song here that Jase wants to learn on piano and play for us. He had 1 month to do it.
Upon the high trapeze, the day she fell in her.
You love that song, eh?
Great song. Mid-air.
I
Paul
hate it.
Buchanan.
I certainly don't hate it.
You don't?
No.
Really?
It's lovely. It's nice.
Can make you
Cruising on a
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon there, Keyzie. Just faffing about and nude in your house.
You've got just over 2 weeks. How you going? We
Good,
gave
thanks,
you
buddy.
a week extension.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah, really? You're good, are you?
Yeah, feeling good.
Have you got a keyboard?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, here he is.
Actually?
Old Hoyte J.
Yeah, man.
Have you
Wow.
actually got a keyboard?
Nah. I was thinking about that as I was driving in today. Actually, going, shit, I better get on to that.
We've given you a week extension.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you have made no progress.
Well, listen, the extension is the extension, and I have to deliver on the 21st.
Oh, I
is
can't wait.
it? Or not.
But you said you wanted to learn the entire album.
I do.
He wants to, but this is the
Listen.
trouble with things, isn't it? I mean, I want to be able to speak Spanish and French.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No.
I want to,
It's,
but I'm not willing to put in the effort like Hoyte J.
I just have to buy a keyboard, and then I'll break the dam.
So this is the issue, is the parting with cash, isn't it? Which has always been an issue for you. So
Well, it was like the golf. I just had to buy some golf clubs, and then I was into it.
Yeah,
So you-
sure. And what sort of steps have you got in mind for that? Like, what's the plan? Is there a plan here, Jase?
Totally, man.
So how are you? So let's just say you've got the keyboard in front of you.
Yes.
You've just bought it. You plugged it in.
Look, just so you know, Keyzie, it's like a 3-year-old looking at trying to read Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. It's 1,500 pages of impenetrable, like no idea what to do.
No
with
idea.
It. You're just looking at it and you're just completely bamboozled, and then you're going to try and play that song.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what is your plan once your keyboard is plugged in?
Yes.
And you're at home? How do you start playing that terrible song mid-air?
Well, I've already found it on YouTube, how to play mid-air on the piano.
Right, and is it a person saying push this key, then this key?
Yes, it's a kind of electronic thing that shows you where you're going to from place to place, from note to note.
That song's 11 minutes long.
Is it? Shit. I didn't realise. No, it wouldn't be. They're all small songs. They're all really short songs.
It's only little songs.
All right, well, look, Friday, 2 weeks from Friday, then you're doing a live performance for us. Just a little reminder.
Good stuff, man. I cannot wait. If anyone's got a spare keyboard out
buy
there,
one.
text me 3483.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday's going along very nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night.
Well, it's the way
That was you, Jase.
I came in weird.
You did come
and
in
then
weird.
I came good.
And then
But
I
I did
lost
come
it.
in weird.
Yeah, you came in.
Yeah.
You came in weird
I
there.
did. It was a little bit,
Now, Pugs.
get out.
Before you go,
Oh, yeah.
Keyzie stole a bag of chips. Thanks, Keyzie.
Thank you, Keyzie. I
Can I-
appreciate that.
can
I'm
I
glad
just-
you had the stones to just go and get it.
Can I just-
Instead of
Jase up,
complaining
you
on
know?
here.
Yeah.
What's
Can
that,
I-
Jase?
Can I just say, can you keep your filthy hands out of them, please? Back to Studio B. With
Jase,
I'll
no,
just take
sorry,
this
no.
with- Sorry, I'm just going to take this with me.
Hang on, Pugs, stay here. Why are you being so mean to Pugs?
You know why, I explained. Now listen,
All right, get up, Pugs.
See ya.
you can't take the chaps. Yeah. Hey, what are the night and day specials at the moment, Keyzie?
We did it last hour. It was the Hoyte J special, remember? Cheese balls, Nippy's iced
Look at
coffee.
him. Just a completely
All sorts
vacant
of
look
stuff.
in Hoyte J's eyes.
Oh, do we do it? Okay, right, okay. No, fair
But
enough.
there's always good deals at night and day, though, fellas. That's
Is
what you
there?
need to know, yeah.
Particularly if you like your milkshakes, your thick shakes, your
Super thick shakes. Also, huge hour coming up.
Yes.
Improv.
Oh, yeah.
We need a topic for that.
Yeah, we need a topic, yeah.
If anyone's got an idea, 3483, send it on through. We'll be ripping into that in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, great stuff. In the meantime, here's Queens of the Stone Age.
This is a tune, by the way.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Bit of dragon for you there, fellas. What the hell's that?
What's what?
Oh, no,
It's
the song.
rain, man.
Well, it's got suddenly very dark here, actually. I thought, my God, is it pissing down out there? How can I hear
It
that?
can be confusing, Chase.
Yeah, it can be.
Do you like Dragon, Jace?
I'm not. If you're going to say dragon these nuts or something,
Woo, yeah.
good on you, Keyzie. Come on, man.
Hey,
How old are you? For goodness sakes.
hey, fellas, I got some breaking news. That all G?
Sure, man.
This is breaking news.
Didadoosh. Fellas, someone's gotten in trouble for importing the old cocaine.
No.
Can I just ask a question here, Keyzie?
All right, I barely read the article, but yeah.
Just how breaking is this news?
It's 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
21
That's not bad for us.
Yeah, that's pretty good for us. 21-year-old New Zealand man appearing in Sydney court charged with importing 20 kgs of cocaine into Australia through Sydney. All of it concealed in his luggage, but not really concealed, just in there with his clothes.
Right, worth a shot.
So 20 kgs, 22 vacuum-sealed packages. He has a maximum sentence that he could be facing life in prison.
Oh, I could be facing life in prison.
That's right.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
that's
but
a while.
But is it life like 25 years, get out in 10? Or is it life?
I mean, I always thought life in prison was you're there till you die.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not, though.
it's not at all
But
like
a
that.
life sentence could be 8 years for this or 10
Yeah.
years for that.
So he's obviously gone into this thinking, look, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm just going to see if I can get through.
I'm just going to put 20 kgs of cocaine in my bag and catch a flight.
And hope for the best. And this is the thing, though. But this is the thing. It's when you go to the airport and you've come through international, they pull some people aside. You know, oh, where have you been? Oh, you know, went over to Magic Round. How was it? Yeah, good, thanks. All right, you can go out.
Yeah, and then they're like,
And
hang
then
on.
1 in 10, though, or 2 out of 10, or whatever it might be, go, oh, we'll go over here and we're going to have a geese in your luggage. So he's just thinking to himself, Geez, those odds are pretty good.
Yeah, but the issue is Magic Round's in May.
Oh, yeah,
That
no,
probably
he
tipped
buggered
them
it
off.
up. He
Yeah,
buggered
yeah,
that
yeah.
up.
And just on that front, I mean, they go through my luggage every time, and you know why?
Because you got lighters in there.
Yeah, too many lighters. Happened to me again the last time I flew. It was like 5 lighters in the bag.
What's the street value on something like that, Keyzie?
Yeah, you'd know that, Keyzie, wouldn't you?
Did they give you a street value, brother? Is there no street? I'll be amazed if there's no street value in that article.
Mogey, $6.3 million.
Yeah.
Is that all?
And how many packages did you say?
22 vacuum sealed.
So I reckon one of those packages you'd suck up that snoz and quick smart time, Keyzie.
Hey?
Good stuff, Jase. We were discussing it off air.
Yeah.
The key to actually getting through the border with something illicit on your person.
Yeah.
So if you had one of those
I know where
vacuum
you'd
packs.
put it.
Huh?
I know where you'd put it.
Where, man? Come on, man. Here's the
Jace
alley-oop.
already said up your honker.
Oh, yeah. I'd only fit the one, though. You could fit about 10. But the way you'd have to behave, you guys reckon, because you guys did some drug muling back in the day, you guys reckon that you just have to be loud and confident. And
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're always pretty confident with a couple of grams of old Charlie up your honk. You know?
Yeah. Or your nuss. And
Charlie in your backside, you've done that.
because here's the thing, Keyzie, oh yeah, absolutely, is that,
He's a mad bastard.
you know, they're looking for people that are trying to go under the radar.
Right.
So it just not
Looking
making
for
any
very
fun.
nervous people,
sweaty, all that sort of stuff.
shifty-eyed.
So if you go in there and you're a bit chatty, you're a bit sort of
G'day,
animated, yeah, g'day, and all that sort of stuff, they go, I mean, they're obviously not smuggling drugs because they're getting a lot of attention.
What if you acted like you were so hungover? In fact, the night before you just had a massive session, so that you're literally going through there, they're chatting you, and you're just like, "Oh my god, I'm so hungover. I just need to get through."
Well,
this.
that's not good either because they might think that the one of the condoms is burst open in your bowel.
True.
So that's another way that you smuggle it, Keyzie. You fill up some rubber joeys with cocaine there, and then you swallow them. You got to suck them down
into your stomach.
into your stomach there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always recommend double bagging because you don't want them bursting in there.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, back in the day, because I got a really high gag reflex. So I was just,
Like you've got a very sensitive one, or a
yeah, like anything coming down my throat like that.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go the other end, obviously.
Yeah. Some things you respond well to. You've got no gag flex whatsoever.
No, but you could
Straight.
shove them in there. I think I got about 42 kg at one point
of what?
of cocaine in my nose.
Okay, cool, sweet. Just checking. Just because.
I reckon you'd crack under pressure though, Keyzie.
Yeah, I reckon you'd freak out, man.
Yeah.
Fellas, come on now.
You would.
Why don't we do it as an improv then? I'll show you.
I'll show you.
No, I'll show you, man.
I'll show you. He's going to crack under pressure.
In the meantime, here's ACDC.
Oh, wrapping it up.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Tune, fellas.
That's a tune.
I may have heard that 1,000 times, but I still love it.
Animal A by Pearl Jam.
I'd rather be.
Hey, now listen, before that, we were talking about drug smuggling. Or
Yeah.
Keyzie was. He was referring to an article where a
He was
New
loving
Zealander got caught. What was it, Keyzie? 20-odd kgs or something?
20 kgs, 22 vacuum-sealed bags in his suitcase, street value $6.3 million.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, he was caught. Now he's facing life in prison in Australia.
So how do we feel about maybe doing a scenario there for our improv of a drug smuggling scenario, fellas?
I'd prefer that to a lot of these suggestions coming through on 3483. Most of them are to do with me and my wife or me and my nips. So let's do that, eh, guys? Quiet on set.
Sound speed!
Lights.
Camera!
Action.
Now it's time for the Big Show Improv! I mean, we could do the one with your wife in the blindfold.
Jace.
Oh, that's true.
That
You
would have
guys-
been excellent.
Damn it.
You just need to simmer down around that situation, all right? And the person suggesting that Keezie's wife has overcooked his eggs for his egg sandwich, Keyzie is furious. Then she calls Jace for relationship advice. That's just not...
That's a little too close to the bone,
No,
actually.
it's not. It's the opposite.
yeah.
Now listen up. Okay, so how about this is the scenario, Mogey? You're
Yeah.
a border security guard.
Sure.
You're the dude that stands. You know how they have the magnetic sort of, what do they call them? Where you have to walk through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Okay.
Like metal detector thing.
Keyzie, you're a wary traveller. You've just
Actually, I think I'll be the guy that it's detoured your suitcase. See through your suitcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Keyzie, you've come through the detector. You put all your stuff on the trays there.
Right.
You've gone through. You managed to get through there, but you're also clutching your stomach and in a fair amount of pain as you approach Mogey there.
Right, okay, sorry. So, Mogey, my suitcase is going along the conveyor and it's then been lifted up and taken over to the inspection
Yeah,
side.
it's been diverted.
So you know how it gets diverted around? So yeah.
Okay, all right. And I've got a sore stomach.
Yeah, you're getting really bad cramps in your stomach.
All right, fine.
And action.
Good afternoon, sir. Is this your bag?
Yeah, it is, man. How are you today, by the way? Go.
That's great. I'm just going to go through it. Is that right? Do I have your permission to go through the bag?
No worries, man. What was your name?
Okay, that's great.
What was your name? Sorry, man.
Zip.
My name's Keyzie. What was your name? Didn't quite catch that.
At this point, Keyzie is bent over with a sudden stabbing pain in his stomach.
Oh, what was your name? Sorry. Mate.
So I'm just going to take all the stuff out of your bag, sir. You're okay with that? I'm just going to search this.
Yeah,
right?
it's fine, man. There's nothing
Okay,
in there.
and were you the one that packed your bag?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. Yeah, go for it, man. There's
All
nothing
right.
embarrassing
Okay,
in
then
there.
sweet. We'll go through here. Then what
Okay.
do you've got there?
Oh,
You've got a some kind of a sleeping mask.
it's my
What's this for?
blindfold. Yeah, that's the missus insists on using it. It's long story, man.
It's quite a lot of dillies in here. Are they all yours?
Yeah, well, it's a long story. I work for this company called Mike and Jason's Dillies, and they wanted me to bring some stuff. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not illegal though, is it?
All right, so well, I've seen enough. I think we're going to have to take you into the separate area for a strip search.
Based on what? What did I? Oh my god, my tummy.
Just, I think it's the sweat that you've got on your brow and on your face, and you seem to be in some kind of pain.
Yeah, I had a ramen.
So you got some kind of bowel issues.
Yeah, I
there.
had a ramen from Ponsonby.
Hang on a minute. Are you on? Are you on that radio show? You Keyzie?
Cats out of the bag. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
you're a
I
listener,
know
man.
you. Oh, geez, sorry, mate. I didn't recognise you. I should have by your massive honker.
Hang about.
At this point, Keyzie loses all control of his bowels.
Oh, what have you done?
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh,
I've just
classic Keyzie midnight steamer in his pants, eh? And what do you got in there? There's little packets of what's that? Little packets of what is that? Keyzie?
Huh?
Keyzie, you
Sorry,
mad
I've
dog,
just crapped
brother.
myself in the middle of an airport.
Yeah.
What's that stuff?
What's
Don't worry
those
about
little
that.
packs in there?
Nah, don't worry about those.
That looks like cocaine, is it?
Nah, stop.
All right. Hey, mum's the word, all right?
Really?
You just pick those up and pick up that massive pile of feces and be on your way, all right?
And scene.
Thanks a lot.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
News there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Hope you're getting through your hump day okay. And if you're not, just chill out a bit because tomorrow's a holiday, all right?
Yeah, that's a bloody spirit, mate.
Yeah, great stuff.
Hey, fellas, I was doing a little bit of reading. I tell a lie. Something came up on my Instagram feed.
I was doing a bit of reading.
That was so close. That's not true at all. And this thing that it was banging on about led me to do a little bit of research on the old interweb there. And what this fella was saying was, and I didn't know this, I don't know how I didn't know this, but alcohol is a group 1 carcinogen, a carcinogen being something that gives you cancer.
Right.
Group 1 being the most cancerous of the groups, Keyzie.
Right, it sounds bad.
And what it was saying was, if you have a bottle of wine,
Yes.
just one,
Yes.
so just a standy sort of Tuesday evening, just you on your own watching Telly, Keyzie.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Is the equivalent of smoking 5 cigarettes if you're a man, or smoking 10 cigarettes if you're a woman.
Well, I think that's a bit sexist, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I know. Well, tell the cancer.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
not
the
the worst.
cancer
That's
doesn't
not
care,
that's
Keyzie.
not the worst thing about the cancer.
No, I
Keyzie.
know.
The worst thing about the cancer is it kills millions and millions of
no,
people.
I know.
The fact that it's sexist is probably admirable compared to some of its other personality traits.
You're right.
I think you're
Actually,
missing the main point.
you're right, it is
It's
admirable.
a murderer, and you're worried about it being sexist.
No,
you see what
you're
I'm saying?
right.
I think you're getting distracted.
Yeah, totally you are. Just
I
Get a grip,
admire
Keyzie.
I admire the sexism. You're right. It is admirable.
Yeah, thank you.
So back in the day then when I was drinking 4 bottles of wine and smashing 2 packs of durries.
Yes.
So what's that? That's
Responsibly?
60 durries a night.
Well, I don't know. I think if you drink a bottle of wine, and that means it's 5 cigarettes for us as men.
Yes.
still seems a bit sexist.
It is because we should get 10 cigarettes. Why do they get all the cigarettes?
Yeah, exactly.
But if I'm drinking a bottle of wine and that's like smoking 5 cigarettes, if I smoke 5 cigarettes, I think then they cancel each other out.
Yeah, totally.
Well, hang on, are you sure that's how it works? Because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You
Can I
don't.
preface it just by saying I don't know anything about it, but it seems like you'd be adding to the total, not taking away from the total.
No, I think it does work like that. It's a weird thing where they cancel each other out.
It is a weird thing.
So,
It's
like,
you know, when you multiply a negative and a negative,
Oh, anything by zero? Yeah,
and
you're
it
right.
equals a positive, I think this is one of those instances. So it becomes a good thing.
yeah, so it's like when I was smoking, say, 40 durries a day or at night and
Yes.
having 4 bottles of wine.
So that's 80.
I'm actually coming out on the positive there because the 40 durries are cancelling out the 20 durries from the wine.
That's
so it's
right.
almost like I'm going to the gym.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
'Cause-
it's the...
So the important thing is to go to bed on 0 or in the positive.
Yes.
Right. And then
Yes.
do you just not drink wine if wine's so bad for you? You know,
I think it's specifically wine is the problem
Yeah,
here.
so if you drink-
I'm going when I start drinking, I'm going to go back to probably beers.
because beers
and
aren't
vodka.
carcinogens.
Well, it doesn't say anything. It specifically says here, drinking a bottle of wine is the equivalent to smoking 5 cigarettes for men or
Okay.
10 cigarettes for women. No mention of any other alcohol.
So all women should not be allowed to drink wine because it's so bad for them.
Well, I'll be honest, that sounds a little bit sexist.
Yeah, that's
from you, Keyzie.
shocking, Keyzie.
That's
Well, hang
terrible.
on. No, it's just
Really
Well,
bad.
if they're
Oh,
going
I'm
to have
sorry,
a bottle of wine, they need to smoke 10 durries.
yeah, sure.
You know-
Okay,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
all right.
Yeah.
I don't know why he goes straight to the sexism.
Well,
I
it's
don't
just.
know.
I'm
It's-
sorry, fellas. I misread the situation.
There was a touch of racism in there,
what?
too, I
No,
thought.
there wasn't.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
REM there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, as always, lots going on after 6 o'clock, including what's on the TV with Mike Minogue. Also, I had a bit of an incident at lunchtime today, fellas, and it really threw me.
Yeah, you're saying this is one of the funniest stories ever, so I'm looking forward to hearing it.
It was very, very funny. You don't want to miss it, that's for sure.
Well, you don't want to miss it like you missed the work lunch today farewelling Joel, the pants man.
Yeah, I've got a life, Keyzie, and I had things to do.
Sure you do, man.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Some of us can't go to the
Jacking
pub
it.
and just get steamed all afternoon.
Ripping ass, I
and
thought
then
so.
and then go and come and do your radio show and then get steamed afterwards.
Well, that'll be good. But the thing about it is, I guess at the conclusion of the show this evening, you can pop in and see him because he's on your way. He's on your way there.
He's in the office now, actually.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'll go and see him then. Just say good on you, you backbone. Hey, but make sure you stay
Yes.
tuned after 6 o'clock. Plenty going on.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday evening's going along very nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day.
I think that was Pugs. That
Yeah,
one.
Pugs, get
Oh,
out.
sorry, I
first
think you
time
did
I
it.
get-
That started
That's the first time
magnificently.
we get
Get
blown up.
out.
Okay.
Get out.
Easy, Jace. Hey, have you heard about Night and Day? The sponsor of the big show?
Oh, yeah. What special they got on this week?
That's a good question, Mogey. Just before we get to that, they've got the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes in town.
Right.
Yes, that's great.
Do they have Frosty Boys?
They got Frosty Boys, often lit, never beaten. They got the longest drink in town. With a little giraffe on it there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Today it's a Hoyte J special.
Frosty Boy?
Frosty Boy undies,
A pack of Frosty Boy undies.
a carton of durries,
Have you been in? A carton of Durries.
4 cartons of Nippy's iced coffee,
Nippy's iced coffee.
2 big bags of cheese balls.
2 big bags of cheese balls.
For
and
$9.99.
and that's $12.99. Sorry, mate.
$12.99. It's gone up.
Yeah,
Inflation.
exactly. Hey, now listen, the podcast outro today. What's the clip there, Keyzie?
Yeah, Keyzie.
For some reason, once again, it's to do with the blindfold in the bedroom.
Okay.
Same as last night. So enjoy.
Keyzie, you're grossing me out, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
not-
and however you try and play this, Keyzie,
Jace.
your intention underneath
It was
it all,
a joke.
underneath The joke was
that right?
actually, I would like you to wear these.
No, that wasn't it. That's
because
incorrect.
she said,
Bullshit.
yeah, good idea. You went, oh,
Yeah,
right,
yeah, cool.
good
No,
shit.
No. It was the
And then you, would have
Boing.
been, then you would have been straight on that bed,
Guys.
on all fours, looking over
over the shoulder.
looking back over your shoulder.
With a rager. In the words of Mike Minogue, Keyzie, you're a sicko, man.
Don't yuck my yum, Jase. You've been doing it all show, man. There's nothing wrong with wanting the wife to wear a blindfold. Not that I wanted her to. It was just a joke. All right?
It was more you being on all fours on the bed.
That was not me. All right, that was not me.
With an absolute, undeniable dip in the small of your back.
Oh, absolutely. You got to arch it properly if you're going to do it.
Oh,
What, your back?
filth jar.
What are you talking about? Filth. So good. Oh, this is a tune. Is this Aussie Crawl? Boys light up, eh, fellas? This is a good tune, eh?
The boys line up.
What?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Soundgarden there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. I tell you what, fellas, the weather's taken a bit of a turn, isn't it, up here in Auckland City? It was a beautiful, steamy day, and now she's moody and windy.
How's the weather where you are, New Zealand? 3483.
Let us know by all means.
Now, fellas, I wanted to get your opinion on this. Something happened to me today. It was quite dramatic. I was at the supermarket and just getting stuff for dinner and so forth, bit of pork mince, actually, weirdly enough, making a bit of a spicy pork thing and putting it in lettuce cups there.
I hate lettuce cups, man. They suck.
Some bean sprouts on top.
God.
So it's going to be delicious. And I was thinking to myself, what am I going to have for lunch? And there's a little cabinet display, and it's all vacuum packed, sort of delicatessen meats.
Oh, yes, I know the stuff.
Your hot porks,
Yeah.
Hot chook.
your chicken, your ham,
Pies?
Some little chicken drummies in there.
There's some drummies, there's some nibbles in there
I know
too,
the
if you're
ones.
that way inclined.
Skewers?
No, not skewers.
No scared.
And anyway, I don't know about if you know this about me. I'm quite fond of a hot pork.
Oh, right.
So I thought, okay, so I bought this lovely packet of vacuum-packed hot pork. So I got home.
What were you going to do with it?
Well, this is what I'm explaining, Keyzie.
If you'll listen.
Just hold your horses.
Where did you go with it?
Jeez. So I get home.
Oh, home.
I get out my lettuce. I get out my cheese.
Sorry.
aioli,
Sorry.
all that sort of.
Mescaline lettuce or iceberg?
It was iceberg on
And
this
what kind
particular
of cheese?
occasion.
What kind of cheese?
Colby.
Can I ask, I hate to interrupt, but are you making a sandwich?
I'm making a Sammy
Ah,
Mogey.
there you
Okay,
go.
great.
Sammy
If you want to know
Mogey.
the bread I was using, it was
Molenbeek.
no hot honey oat.
Freyers.
Honey oat bread. So
Was
it's-
that was the brand? Honey oat.
Yeah, it's like a white bread essentially, but with oats in it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So I'm making my bread there, and then
you made the bread.
I'm ripping open my vacuum packed pack.
Oh,
of
yeah,
hot
that makes
pork,
sense.
Rip an ass more.
And
like.
I rip it open, and to my horror, this is a true story. There
There's
was
a live
Wait,
pig
wait,
in
wait,
there.
wait. To your horror,
to my horror, there was a singular but significant black hair
Oh, yeah.
sitting atop the hot pork. And I was like, and I'm not talking pubic. I'm not
Pig
talking,
hair?
Who said you were?
people might think it's significant hair, that maybe it's a pubic hair, but it's a hair, and it's like the length of the actual packet, so it's a long hair.
sorry, but we don't know how long the packet is. How what? 10 centimeters?
Oh, 15 centimetres?
Wow.
About 6 inches then, I thought so.
Yeah, and it's sitting atop the vacuum-packed pressed
Inside.
hot pork. Inside, on top of the hot pork.
I'm with you.
And I'm like, that's really grody. That's been sitting in there, vacuum-packed, upon my hot pork for a long time. And I went, do I eat this?
Oh.
What did you do? What the hair? You're gonna eat the
biffed
hair?
it. I biffed it.
The hair?
No, everything.
Really?
And I just had a lettuce and cheese
Good on you,
sandwich.
mate.
I mean, what would you have done in that scenario?
Biffed it.
Yeah,
well,
good
I
on
wouldn't
you,
have
man.
bought it in the first place.
Well,
but then I would have biffed it.
Yeah, if you had noticed the black hair,
Yeah.
Keyzie.
I probably would have been at Joel's leaving lunch, which was at the same time as this.
Lesson learned.
Valued team member, and you went there, you were buying a hot pork with a hair
With
on
a
it.
pube on it, you
Yeah, you
sicko.
sicko. What would you have done, New Zealand? 3483.
That was good, eh?
In the meantime,
Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Incubus there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening.
Are you in?
I'm in, man.
Yeah.
Right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Mogey. It's my new tune. Fellas, I didn't watch anything last night, but I read a book. And when I say I read a book, I mean I listened to a book. Have you ever listened to a book before?
Is that an audio book?
It's an audio book. That's right, Keyzie.
I
Good on
used
you,
to do
brother.
that. I used to do that back in the day, the audio books.
Back in the day. Oh, you
Yes.
used to read them out
Yes, I used to read
for the hearing impaired.
I tell you what,
For the blind, more
nightmare
likely.
of a job.
Oh, yeah.
What book did you read?
Heaps.
Spot.
Novels. Just lots. I can't even remember
It's,
the names
it's
of
for
them.
the blind, isn't it?
Yes.
And the lazy.
Yes.
But now it's audiobooks are for everyone. And I spoke to you guys about it because they're on Spotify now and you can get them for free.
Yes.
Yes, which is quite good. But I found out because I was like, how are they making any money off that? It's limited to 15 hours a month.
That you can
So,
listen.
yeah, can only
Right,
listen
okay.
for 15 hours. And so,
How long would a traditional novel be?
they're like 6, 7, 8 hours.
Right, okay.
Yeah, or so. So you can't consume generally a whole lot, and it's only counted as a read, I think, if it goes past the 10% mark. So they obviously have to pay the publishers. But what it does is, because I was like, how are the publishers making money? And I think the reason is it's getting a lot more people into audiobooks than it otherwise would be. Because I was never into audiobooks, but now I am, but I can only listen to 15 hours a week. Anyway.
A month.
A month, thank you.
Yes.
Steve Coogan, Easily Distracted is the book I listened to, his autobiography. Bloody good.
Was it
Bloody
his
funny.
biography?
So he is his autobiography,
Right.
because he wrote it himself. A biography is written by somebody else.
Is it about him?
And it's he's Alan Partridge, and he did the Trip movies. You like the Trip movies?
With Rob Brydon.
Rob Brydon? Very
Yes,
good,
I do.
aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Bloody good listen.
I actually,
All
funnily
read,
enough, watched an Alan Partridge today, and I can't tell you what the topic was. Let's just say the people he was interviewing were two women.
Sure.
And it was the sort of comedy you could not do today. All right, we'll leave it at that. I, likewise,
good.
Mogey, didn't really watch anything last night either. My wife and I were kind of finalising our trip to Vietnam with all our girls.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of, what do you think of this? We were thinking of going by train somewhere, and then we sort of read all the reviews, and they were shockingly
so that's
bad.
not happening anymore?
No, we're not doing the train.
The overnight train?
Yeah, 17 hours in a train in a little cabin. Reading the reviews, people were like, this was horrendous.
Sure.
This was shocking.
Can I ask you, Jase, you are going away, I believe, with your wife and all 4 daughters?
All 4 girls.
Are you bothering to even add your opinion into this? Because there's no way anybody's listening to a word that you say in that environment.
Well, I'll tell you, actually, I've booked all the accommodation.
Sure.
So they've let me do that. I can tell you that when it comes to us all being together in Vietnam, it's going to be carnage.
Yes.
Like trying to decide where to go to dinner, for example, carnage, because they're all foodies.
Just make sure you got your ciggies on you, brother.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, you won't need to have your ciggies on you. They'll be there for like $1 a pack.
How good.
Yeah, man. I watched an episode of Country Calendar last night after our wedding anniversary dinner, followed by Walk Around the Block. It was a boring one, actually. It was about sheep. So boring.
How
Yeah, no, boring, man. So don't watch that. It was like episode 16 or something of
season 503.
season 2024. Yeah, exactly.
So you went to bed early?
What are you trying to... What do you
No,
mean?
I mean, it was your big anniversary night.
Broke out the old eye mask again.
Shit, this is a tune.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Guns.
Day.
Roses there. Where did that come on the countdown? Goat countdown last year, Keyzie?
Jase, I can't just randomly pull out the stats at 28th.
Really?
28th. To be fair, and guess how many Guns N' Roses songs were ahead of that song in the GOAT countdown?
Ahead of it.
How many? So how many were
3.
in total? 8.
No, not in total. So, Welcome to the Jungle, in my opinion, is Guns N' Roses' best ever song.
Right. It's not, but yeah.
Above though, it came 28th. How many?
3.
3 were above
between
that?
28 and 1, do you
That's
mean?
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, 4.
4. The answer is 2.
Okay.
Do you know what those? Do you know what
You're
those?
the closest, Jase.
Do you know what those songs are?
No.
What have you had? So Paradise City, 100%.
No.
You Could Be
0%.
Mine.
No.
Night Train.
No. The
November
ones,
Rain.
November Rain,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
other sort of more romantic-y, same album as that. Welcome to the Jungle. Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, yeah.
So
Of
those
course.
two beat it.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Hey, but more to the
Beat
point, the
it.
GOAT is back, and we want you to become a part of it. You get 3 votes. So why wouldn't you do it? And coming up very soon, we're going to be announcing something very exciting, Re the GOAT.
We certainly will be, Jase. There's a massive prize on the line, but in the
big
meantime,
prize.
we need to establish the voting. Voting is officially open. It runs for the next couple of weeks. If you would like to vote, text the word GOAT to 34883. You'll immediately be sent the voting form to your phone. Super easy, and as Jase mentioned, you can nominate 3 songs this year because it's bloody hard just to pick one, isn't it, fellas?
Sure
It is, man. That's why I always try and pick as many as I possibly can. Then I'll sort of have a chat with my wife.
Oh, yeah?
And we'll just sort of discuss, the merits of each one, because I think it depends on the year. Your
Well,
musical taste changes year by year, I think.
It does. And I recall last year, I think it was, you went hardcore Pearl Jam.
Did I?
Yeah, you picked
sounds
five,
about
you
right.
picked 5 Pearl Jam
Yeah,
songs.
that's right. But
Yeah.
I had to whittle it.
Yes.
Down to 1.
Yeah, down to 1.
Didn't you go Pearl Jam last year, Jase?
One of them was Pearl Jam,
I
yes.
think last year I went Rear View Mirror.
Yes.
That would have been one for
That's
sure.
a hell of a tune.
That's a great tune. that
Jase,
one.
last year you went Rearview Mirror as well, and I'm pretty sure Down in Splendor.
Down in Splendor, yes, Straight Jacket Fits.
Straight Jacket Fits. Mogey, I'm pretty sure you had some Rage in there.
The previous year, I didn't last year.
It was all 5 Pearl Jam
Oh,
songs.
wow, all Pearl Jam.
Douche,
Yes.
yeah.
Last Kiss.
No.
And
Terrible song.
That's a great song.
Terrible.
Last
But anyway,
Oh,
No, hang on a minute.
what?
Daughter,
No.
Black,
Yes.
Alive, Animal.
No,
Jeremy.
no,
Even Flow.
no.
Once.
No.
Okay, this is fun. Hey, the GOAT returns soon. Text GOAT to 3483. Have your say, and of course, it is all brought to you by the meatbox.co.nz.
Meatbox. Keyzie's Meatbox.
Just a reminder that it's called The Meatbox, not Keyzie's Meatbox.co.nz, and it's delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide.
yeah, good stuff, Keyzie.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's Wednesday done and dusted. Tomorrow off. How good, eh, fellas?
Well,
What
it's
are
like-
you up to, Mogey?
Oh,
Tonight, I might. We've got a little paddling pool, so I might jump in there if it's still as hot outside as it looks.
Sure.
And what else? I don't know, man. I
Just
don't know.
chilling.
What do
Yeah,
I do? What do I do? Nothing.
Yeah, no, well,
I do
that's okay.
nothing. I just wait to go to bed.
Sometimes doing nothing's okay, Mogey.
Every night I do nothing.
Keyzie, I don't need to ask. You're going out to get hammered
could be
responsibly.
jazzed.
today is a mini Friday, because tomorrow we've got the day off. And then guess what? When we come back to work, guess what day it is? Actual Friday. So this is excellent.
I'm just going to flag this here and clip this off with your Pug son, because we'll be bringing this up on Friday's show. You're sounding a little bit nasally.
Really? Already?
This is my prediction.
Oh, I'm
So this
on
is
Friday.
me future. This is me future. Talking
Future
of future
gazing.
Keyzie.
Right.
You seem a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a go easy on Keyzie day.
Yeah.
Which I know you guys will definitely do.
So you're gonna be under the weather on Friday, go hard over the weekend, and I'm predicting actually it's gonna go easy on Keyzie Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You might come right about Thursday.
Actually, there's a bit of a thing on Thursday, lunchtime. So
Well, you'll definitely come right then because you'll have a few beers down your gullet.
to be, I don't have a gullet, first of all, and second, I'm actually spending the weekend with my family in Tauranga, so it'll be chill.
Yeah, right.
Be nice and chill. No, not right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Keyzie.
Hey, Jase, what are you doing with your cool T-shirt, man?
Wearing it?
No, like tomorrow, tonight.
I won't be wearing it tomorrow.
Oh my god.
That's a stupid question.
Okay. All right, let's wrap this sucker up, eh, fellas? Let's get this
Keyzie
shit
wants to
done.
get to the pub.
Yeah.
Let's not bug around. Check out the Instagram account. Check out the podcast till Friday. See you later.
Bye.